the HTC One M7, and this is my review of HTC Sense 6.0. Alright, so here we have Sense 6.0 installed on my HTC One M7, and the reason why I installed this was I was just browsing through the XDA developers forum and I saw the ROM and I was like, why not try it? So yeah, here we have a look at the normal HTC home screen. Same icons, same widgets, but when you swipe over the blink feed, you see a whole new looking blink feed. You see some thinner fonts, some more color added to the entire tiles or whatever you may call it. And you can swipe again and you'll see all the social networks connected. I just have Twitter at the moment. Yeah, and that's about everything that's new for blink feed. Right, so going into the menu here, we see we have the same menu that we had in previous versions of Sense, and we can organize our applications in many different ways, alphabetically, most recent, or custom. And normal, swipe up and down. Going into the settings menu here, we see we have a similar looking settings, and these three categories here might not show up on other devices. It's only here because of the ROM that I'm using. And you'll see some different icons to the left of each category, but it's more or less the same. And we can also see up here we can change the font style, so there are different font styles. I prefer the original, so I'll just put that back on default. And yeah, everything else is basically the same as the previous versions of Sense. Looking at the camera, you can notice that we have a totally different UI. We have a much cleaner UI. And if I click this menu button here, you'll see how simple switching from mode to mode is. Huge icons, can't make any mistake and hit another icon. And the shutter speed is extremely fast. Right, so that's about it for the camera. And looking at the notification panel and quick settings toggles, we see that they are basically the same design that existed in previous versions of Sense, and the only difference you can notice is the colors. So the icons are exactly the same, and the functionality is exactly the same. And there's one feature I've really liked on iOS 7 and 7.1 that haven't existed on Android yet without mods, and that's this here that you're seeing. Notice that the status bar changes colors to match the app that you're currently in. So I'll open Calculator. You'll see that it's green for Calculator. We'll go ahead and do this with all these apps on the screen here, and you can just check out the different colors that the status bar changes to when the app is opened. You can see there are many different colors: orange, green, blue. And in addition to these current status bar colors, you can also go into the settings menu, and under personalize you'll find an option for themes, and you'll see that you'll notice some colors at the top of each theme, and that those colors are the colors that the status bar will change to if you're using that theme as your current theme. So I've changed to this theme, and you'll see that the status bar and blink feed has changed colors. I will go ahead and open these same apps again, and you'll notice the different color changes in the status bar. So it's now blue for Calculator. We'll go ahead and open the rest of apps. You have a little darker blue there. You have a kind of mauve / purple. You have blue, dark blue here again. And yeah, that's about all the status bar colors. And there's one feature that I found by mistake. And if you go into the gallery and you just click on this huge image to the top here, you'll see a Zoe feature, or Zoe. And this is what it does. So yeah, it basically adds all your images together and adds background music to it. So that's pretty cool. But I'll just go ahead and change back my theme to the default theme, which is my preferred theme. Alright, so back to the home screen in the default theme, and app opening speeds on this ROM is awesome. It even gives my Nexus 5 computation, and that's considering that my Nexus 5 has a 2.3 GHz processor, whereas this HTC One M7 has a 1.6 GHz processor. And overall, my experience with this ROM has been extremely satisfying. It's been a fluid experience. Everything is extremely responsive. Multitasking is a breeze. And I haven't had any lags or stutters or anything like that whatsoever since I installed this ROM. And I think I'll be using it for a long while. Well, that's until I get fed up of Sense and go back to pure Android. But I prefer the minimalistic, clean look of Blinkfeed with the thinner fonts and everything. So be sure to thumbs up this video down below. Let me know what you think about Sense 6.0, and I'll leave links down below to everything, including the ROM, and I'll leave some test images of the camera also. But before I go,